Welcome to a not so professional game of StarCraft. Guys, we are going to be playing cartooned StarCraft today, Terran versus Protoss, and we're going to walk you through because someone asked us to do that. So here we go for you. Terran versus Protoss, public create game, challenger, free for all. Let's go. What we're going to do is go to computer, set up Protoss. We are Terran. I'm gonna pick a. Let's go black. Let's go white. Let's go magenta. Magenta is always a great color. Let's go pale green for the race on the opposite team, and let's begin. So, for everyone who hasn't played this, you can get this skin at the beginning of this game. If you go to settings, under skins, you can buy it. Now, this is the StarCraft remastered version. Okay, StarCraft remastered, the 1998 game, and you can actually play it. I believe the game itself is $10 or $20 for the base game, and the skin I believe is an additional $5 or $10, something like that. So it's not a mod, it is a skin. Everything is exactly the same as StarCraft OG or StarCraft 98. So we're going to start out by building some SCVs. And if you stick around to the end of the game, I'll actually show you the steps to get the actual skins, where to go to buy it, etc. You could always just skip ahead if you feel like you must. Okay, so we are starting out strong. We are building SCVs. We are online, so you don't necessarily need to be online to play this game. You can play offline, which is a great feature for StarCraft Remastered. I do like the ability to play online. Now, if you want to play StarCraft, the old version, which I do have a case copy with the CD-ROM, you would need to have a computer that can, one, install that game, two, have the RAM abilities, hard drive, and all that as well. But also, getting on battle.net is much harder with the older version. So if you want to play online competitively against other players, then you definitely want to get the StarCraft Remastered version. Just throwing that out there. Okay, we are going to get some gas right away. Now, a lot of people will say wait to get gas until you build your barracks, but I'm not a guy that likes to wait much. Okay, we're going to build our barracks on the front entrance of our base, a little bit closer to where the enemy is going to be, right? Relative to where we are. I hope you guys can hear me okay. Hope you guys enjoy this audio talk-over version of the game, and I hope you can hear the music very well. I know I certainly can. It does seem to be affecting the mic a little bit, so we might mess with that on another game. Okay, this is almost done. We're going to continue to build drones, or SCVs. I'm used to saying drones. It's actually SCVs. Alright, this one's almost done. Now, I have been playing this game since I was about, probably maybe 11 years old. 10 or 11 years old, so been playing for quite some time. Now we may get a really nasty bunker rush, and that is exactly what we don't want. Or not a bunker rush, a rush from zealots. So we do not want a zealot rush. We could always push this up if we need to lift off. But basically what we want to do is make sure nothing can necessarily get in basically where we want them to be. So I'm going to try to go like right here and then go off of that to there. That should actually help pretty significantly. So zealots shouldn't be able to get in too much right here at this area, because I know they will be attacking me soon. Okay, looks like I can put one right there. So I have to kind of go around to get in. Alright, we're going to keep two guys there. What we want to do now is get a factory. Make sure we get a factory for tanks, and then we're actually going to push these guys pretty aggressively. I'm going to leave this opening so that our tanks can get out, and once we get our first initial push, well, then we don't need to worry about that as much any longer. Now I do believe something is going to come and probably attack me pretty soon, so I want to make sure to have a couple SCVs here to defend. But dealing with Protoss, you technically want to have a lot of mech units, a lot of secondary units, because Marines just are not going to cut it. Okay, so building up our little base defense here, pretty nice for any moving opponents or enemies that might be coming into our base. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Got a lot of great content like this, but it's up to you to decide what we play. I do play a lot of different games: Diablo, Starfield, Starcraft, Warcraft, Civilization, Age of Empires, a lot of different games. So if any of those are interesting and you want to see more gameplay like that, then definitely let me know, and we can actually start some gameplay. Okay, building a starport now. Again, subscribe. Hope you guys like the content. Someone asked for this video specifically. So what I'm doing basically is building up some Marines, building up some tanks, and getting some gas. I guess I should have put a little bit more guys on gas. Now I do like 12 guys on minerals. I like 3 to 4 guys on gas. Some of these mining lengths are a little long for the Vespene geysers, so I do like to incorporate that as much as possible. I'm also going to build a couple of vultures because those are really good against the zealots, which we're probably going to see a lot of those on this match. Now as far as that goes, bunkers are full. We're going to put our tanks right here, okay, because basically what we want to make sure that we do is we have some, so there we go. So we're going to pull some of these to try to heal as much as fast as possible. We're also going to try to just heal this one. I don't think it's going to happen. And that is as simple as that can be. Try to macro a little bit. Okay, man, it looks like they legit rushed me. I'm gonna try to use these guys to attack. We almost got it. Okay, so I feel like that was the hardest part right there. It's all the zealots. Now they're gonna try to get a faster unit. And good thing we even had zealots, so that actually worked out really well. Okay, we're gonna get some more minerals, obviously. But yeah, that actually worked out really, really well for us. Couple of bunkers, kind of a bit of quite a bit of units, but that's okay. Let's see what we can do now as far as trying to recover. The thing is, I guess, kind of preventing them from getting into the base to begin with. You know what I mean? You want to make sure that that doesn't happen a lot. If you don't want them to be in your base, it's probably the worst thing that could happen is having them directly into your base to where now they're just attacking you. So now that we have this stuff up and running, oh, and this one's actually going to be 7 now. I'm going to build a Wraith. They're a little expensive, We need a supply depot first, though, so I'm gonna build a supply depot with some of these guys that aren't really doing anything. Okay, we got tanks coming. Now we are gonna put a guy up in there. It does take a minute for these guys to set up. Okay, so once they do, we're going all in on O. Okay, we're going all in right here. Come on, take it out before. No way one zealot can take everything out. Okay, so now we have a better angle here to knock some of these guys out without completely dying. I'm gonna go ahead and take out their pylon. Oh yeah. They look like they were already gonna attack me, so we're gonna go up. Take that one out. Looks like they might have got me on this one.
Your forces are under attack.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build tanks on one factory, siege tanks on another, and because they're already building anti-air units, what I'm going to do is just double down on tanks. Whoops. On upgrades. I'm just going to double down on upgrades. Once I have my tanks in place and my vultures, they're really not going to be able to stop us. See how much damage the three of them do. And macroing helps too. Obviously. This little area here is going to be a nice area to hold them. Now I do want to know, do they have another base somewhere? Because that seems to be an issue at the moment. Do they have another base? I don't think they do, but I saw dragoons come from this area, so I'm wondering if maybe they do have a base. We're gonna siege up. They do. They do have a base. Okay, so we want to basically try to get that base. We want to cut that base off from the other base as well. That way that we cut off their supply line, their resources, everything kind of gets cut off. And we also want to kind of start attacking it anyways. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. I'm going to hold, hold. Now let's get our reinforcements there as fast as possible because we will have another tank that we can use to our advantage. And we want to just keep pressure on. We want to make sure that we are controlling the fight, not them, right? We don't want them to control the fight. We want to control it. Okay, so moving in. We want to make sure that we're still getting tanks. We can get Goliaths now, which is a really cool unit. Okay, right there. Hold. Hold. Okay, now we can attack them. No problem. Gonna do this one right here real quick. Oh, here we go. Alright, perfect. We're gonna hit this right here. Alright, so now we need more tanks. Another Goliath, another couple Marines. We're gonna let him do his thing. Just attack. I'd love to get this tank just a little bit further up. That's what we're gonna do. Move him up to hit that one better. Now we do have another tank. We are gonna put more pressure on around this corner here. Because one thing about zealots, they cannot attack across the water. So that'll help. We're gonna change our route location to over here. Okay, and that's good. We want them to attack the cheap Marines. We don't want them attacking our tanks. Okay, as we clean this area up, I believe that's all of it. That's the area there. Okay, now we can expand and take another base if we want. I don't necessarily think we need to. I think we could probably just push the way we are now. Take these guys, back off just a little bit, and then boom, that's a solid area to hit. Yep, that was a solid area to hit. Now we have a nice little structure of units. We're going to keep that tank there just because we have 3 more coming. And we are going to rally some more units up here. I like rallying units up here, just makes it easier than having to find them back at the base in general. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Again, stick around, smash that like button, and we got more great content like this coming out, guys. Definitely smash that like button for me. Let me know if you did actually like this or not, or you want me to go back to no commentary, just listening to music. I feel like that was a pretty simple round. We could pull these guys up now because there is no other forwarding bases or other side bases. There might be one on the right. I guess we could actually scout that real quick just to make sure that there isn't one, but I don't think there is one because I haven't seen anything come from that direction. Again, could be wrong. Now, they should be very close to out of minerals here, so that's why I'm like not really worried too much. Like, yeah, they had couldn't do nothing with that, so yeah, again, destroyed. Just completely destroyed. Did I see one? Yes, I did. Okay, so it does look like there is a base over here. So we are actually going to start putting pressure on them with another secondary expedition, kind of like a lighter force here. We're going to pull this up here, and we're just going to start expanding and putting pressure on them as much as possible. Let's put some tanks over here. We're going to need some more supply depots, I believe, and we'll do an upgrade just because I haven't done one yet. I've been kind of distracted. But other than that, I mean, we have tons of minerals because the lack of actual units, and we've been supply blocked for a minute, so that doesn't help either. But it's pretty much a win right there. We can go ahead and move these guys down just to kind of see what's happening. Don't think there is a lot happening. They do have another base, so that's unfortunate. It's going to take a little bit longer to clean up. But with that said, we should be able to clean it up pretty easily. We could take out that, and that should take out those. We're going to bring this back. And that's pretty much it as far as that. I mean, usually the real player would probably already have tapped out by now. So, I mean, you know, there's that thought to where like, hey, we already won, right? So we can go ahead and take this out since we have so many units. It doesn't matter if we lose 1 or 2. I was going to say, or 3, but no more units. Okay. Now, another thing with computer, they might have actually already expanded again. So, I mean, that doesn't help if they did already expand, like down to this location. We'll check this location again, and we'll check this location again just to save us some time. Yeah, see, they're just expanding everywhere. That's the only thing about computer. Also learning how you can do that as well. You know, if you can learn how to expand as fast as they can, then, you know, you could lead to a lot more resources, minerals, etc., and stuff like that as well. So just something to think about. Looks like we have Vespene gas in our base already. Don't have an engineering base. I'm gonna go ahead and build one of those, and we're gonna get some upgrades. I'm gonna keep this guy right here locked in, make sure that nobody gets in to build another base while we're not looking. And yeah, it doesn't look like there is actually much of a base. We're gonna go ahead and bring these units over here, and again, for some reason this guy just does not want to give up. So we're just going to continue putting pressure on, building units. Maybe we'll even take a base now that we're getting into the late game. But we have plenty of money. We just literally just built tanks and Goliaths. We'd be okay just doing that. So we got some more units coming in. Very nice. Okay, let's see what we can do now. We're gonna go ahead and bring these guys up, see what we can do here. Yeah, and that's pretty much game right there, guys. I would consider that to be a game. Now, hopefully they didn't get away to shuttle. I think they did shuttle though, because I did see some shuttles in general. See right there. So hopefully they didn't shuttle to an island. Then we'll have to actually probably go drop ship. So I'll go ahead and start building one in case that does happen. We need an academy, so we can build that. We don't necessarily need it, but we could use one just to have it. Okay, and then let's go ahead and build this. Build another one of these. Build some upgrades. Or start some upgrades, I guess. I want to say this is victory here, but again, that shuttle just makes me think he may have expanded to an area that we just can't get to. Nope, there we go, and that is a victory. Alright, stick around and I'll show you exactly how we got this skin and some stats. Don't forget to subscribe. So that was 20 minutes. I usually try to win in about 10 to 15 minutes, so that was a little bit of a longer game for me today. APM was only 90, again, kind of explaining some of the process. I could probably do a little bit better if I didn't talk. I produced 103 units, killed 73 units, lost 51. Computer actually produced 74 units. Protoss units are a bit more expensive, so that's why. Killed 47 of my units initially from the beginning, I believe, of this game, and ultimately lost 73 units. Structures, I built 24, he built 48. He kept trying to build bases, and I believe he probably could have had a really big giant army if he would have just built army instead of trying to expand into those extra bases. But again, Protoss units are much stronger than Terran units, so that makes sense. I lost 2 units. That was my 2 bunkers at the beginning, but that did help me from getting a rush all in basically at like the first 5 minutes of the game, so I was able to defend against that. Crazy game. Check it out if you missed it at the beginning. So gas mine 2,700 and minerals close to 12,000. Again, Protoss mine just a little bit more on both of those. Not bad overall. Great game. Had a lot of fun playing it. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get into how you can get this skin too. So we're gonna go ahead and start you off like we're at the beginning of the game. When you first purchase it, okay, it's gonna look a lot like what I'm gonna show you here. Oh, let me get cancel. Let me get out of this. Collections. Okay, and we're gonna have the normal skin here. So this is what it normally looks like if you buy StarCraft Remastered. It says, "Welcome, Commander. Available now. Rediscover the gameplay of StarCraft with all new cartoon graphics." So literally all you do is click on this, and it'll take you to the site where it's gonna want you to buy it. Okay, it's gonna take you to the Blizzard.com site. I do believe it's I want to say it's like $10 or something. It's not a heck of a lot. I do already have it purchased. If I do go to buy now, maybe we can see how much. It's $9.99. Okay, it's $9.99, so not bad price to pay to get the skin. Now, once you buy the skin, it's not automatically going to populate. You're going to be like, what happened? I bought it. Where is it at? Well, you go down to collections. Right here you have options, collections, hotkeys. Right here in collections, above this beautiful world we see in space, you will see council skins. Now I do have several different council skins. I got one from Reforged. If you want the council skin to Reforged, all you have to do is download the Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos, I believe it is. Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos. And you can get these reforged skins, etc. Now the default skins are these ones, obviously. Reforged, I can equip it, but what you're looking for here is unit and structures. Unit and structure skins. There's going to be standard skins, and then you got cartoon skins. Once you pay for it, you will have this unlocked where you can equip it, and it changes the universe to a cartooned universe. And not only is the multiplayer good for cartoons, but the actual campaign itself is cartooned as well. StarCraft 2 replays. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we have actually gone through the entire Terran campaign in the cartoon section, and I believe we are just about to start the Zerg campaign right here. So here's a little sneak peek at kind of what it looks like. It shows the past cinematic videos from the old StarCraft OG in like a movie theater setting for the carbot animations, which is really, really cool. I think it adds a really nice feature to the old StarCraft that we love and remember, and a new kind of spin and twist on it. As you can see here, really great, really fun. I like the spawning pool, a lot of great cool color and character for that. So if you want to watch the new Zerg campaign that'll be coming out soon in cartoon skin mode, definitely subscribe. And if you want to watch any of the old Terran games, maybe you just got this and you're having trouble on maybe the second campaign mission or maybe the fourth or fifth campaign mission, Nured 2 honestly is a hard mission. So if you need any help with that, go check out my playlist to help you get through those, as I do have a walkthrough on how to beat these the quickest and most efficient way. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and we will see you all in the next video.